What's going on, guys? Welcome into Sensei and the Pupil. I'm Cray. I got Paul here with us today.
Hi.
Oh, we got Dev as always, who just slid out of screen for some reason.
Ooh, that's sick. When did you get that?
This is not what this is not a discussion like that. Okay, this is a review. All right,
Just trying to give us more credibility back here.
we are reviewing we're reviewing Shangri-La Frontier. Okay, it's one of the newest anime that's coming out weekly, and quite frankly, it's blowing our minds. And let's get into why. Guys, y'all ready to talk about Shangri-La Frontier?
Yeah.
Let's go! Alright, gang, we are reviewing Shangri-La.
I thought it was the demons supposed to lose their heads. Sorry. Alright. Alright.
Yo, I hate. Hey guys, so we're reviewing Shangri-La Frontier. I think this was Devin's choice.
It was my choice.
Of a weekly anime. It's already had about 8 or 9 episodes out whenever we first got into it, and now it has 10. And we're gonna cover the 10 episodes to where it's at, and then we're gonna be doing it weekly.
11.
Got it. So what is this world? What's the overview of this show?
So this is a MMO game. This is, synopsis by Devins. So this is an MMO game, and Shangri-La Frontier, which is what the game is called. And our main character is what they call a trash gamer. So he likes to play a bunch of trash games that nobody really likes to play, and that are like really super difficult to beat.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of what you'd call like an expert gamer.
Yeah, you could call him that.
I mean, if you're beating trash games, I would imagine you're an expert gamer, because like some of these games are like impossible to beat.
Right.
So
glitched up and bugged out, and
yeah. So you follow this gamer who
they're VR games, by the way. Sorry.
Right. That's important.
Who actually tries out a what do you call it?
God tier game.
Yeah, it's called like a 5-star game or something.
Yeah, they're saying like it's the top of the tier.
Yeah,
game.
the top tier game basically. So he tries it out, and this is kind of just like his journey in that game so far as what we're experiencing. And this game is different from all the other games he plays, where everything is fluid, everything makes sense. Everything like the levels add up. Like nothing is everything about this game is a good game. And it's a top tier game, and he goes through it. So we'll get into it.
Devin synopsis, everybody. Hey, yeah.
That was pretty, I thought that was pretty good.
I mean,
I didn't want to give away all the.
Good job.
You get the gist of it.
Yeah, I mean, the main character's name is Rakuro, and he always wears a mask in every game he plays. Every trash game he plays, he puts a mask on. That's his deal.
And he has the same name.
He has the same name,
Sunraku.
Well, it has some variation of Raku. It's not always Sunraku.
I think it is.
And that other game, he was also Sunraku.
I think that's
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like some version of Raku.
Don't tell me.
All right, okay. You're the trash game god, right?
Yeah.
Because you love Final Fantasy games. Anyways,
hot take. That's a hot take right there.
The game he's playing is like, what would we say it is? It's like akin to what, World of Warcraft? Like it's an MMO kind of game he's playing. Sword Art Online. Yeah, it's that type of deal, okay? You put the mask on, you go in the world, and you're fluidly moving your whole body somehow with just your eyes.
Open world.
Yeah. And right when we get into the game, I mean, what stood out to me was the upgrading system, the leveling system. They were very precise in explaining it, and I appreciated that. Like I love a good power system breakdown.
Yeah.
That gets me all hot and bothered.
How do you like his character? Like so his character, he put all of his stats on with like speed, luck.
Yes, made himself like a super fast one-shot glass cannon.
Very 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 squishy.
Yes,
kind of character.
Yeah, like one hit he die type of guy. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's
something that I feel like that's something you would expect from somebody who's pretty decent at video games, and kind of doesn't expect to take a lot of damage because he can maneuver so well.
In those kind of games, I'm always going mage normally.
Me too.
In all those kind of games, I'm always going like a long range shooter. So for him to just choose like a quick fighter, I already know what kind of anime it's going to be. I already know it's going to be one of those badass fight scene-y kind of like slow motion.
And his high luck actually plays out very well in the game because he's already experiencing lucky drops, loot drops.
Right.
He gets those Vorpal daggers.
Vorpal daggers. Yeah.
Yeah. Very. He does grind for him because they are a rare drop, so he does have to grind for him. But yeah, he's a dual dagger wielder. You know,
twin blade mercenary.
There you go. Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah. And he fought that snake as the first boss.
Yeah, so he skips the whole entire first town and just goes to
skips the whole tutorial.
Yeah, the whole tutorial area. I mean, you don't need the tutorial area when you kind of know if you played VR before, you know.
Hey.
So he goes and fights the snake boss, and he kills it on the first try.
He whoops it. First try, whoops his ass. He gets poisoned. He does, but he whoops his ass. I mean, he critted him up. He critted that guy.
Yeah, and he even recognizes that this is not the normal game that he's used to, and that he has to he keeps underestimating this game because it is very different from most of the trash games he's ever played before, and he recognizes that, and he gives it respect. Okay, I really need to take this seriously because I'm better than this. I've beaten all these trash games before. I know I can beat this game, and I love it. And he's actually falling in love with the game.
He has this weird epiphany moment where he's fighting that snake, and then he kind of was about to quit and just let himself die, and he's like, wait a minute, I forgot. I need to enjoy this game and why am I trying so why am I thinking so hard? Just enjoy it. And then, the power of thought, I guess, affects your in-game play, but we can get into that in a second.
Right.
And there's a lot of stuff that pops up as well. I mean, later on, he also meets up with some friends in the real life. He has a girl that likes him named Ray, who was actually the attack master in Shangri-La Frontier. She's one of the stronger characters. Right?
Yeah, she's been playing for a while, apparently.
Yeah,
is she really a friend in real life, or is she just kind of
she has a crush on him?
Dude, she's a stalker.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would call her a friend because of how
fair,
how little their relationship is. She's more of
that's true.
An admirer from afar.
She's a stalker.
That's true.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He also knows outside of the world. He knows Pencilgon, who is one of his rivals in other games.
Who's actually a model, right?
Yeah, she's a real life model.
Is she a real life model?
Yeah, they explain
if you remember, in the first 2 episodes, you see her on the cover of the magazine, and then later on, since you don't watch the very end of the stuff, apparently you see a little interview with her.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good to know.
If you watch the end of it, yeah.
Oh, he also has another friend named Katso, and they're all other trash gamers who want to come into Shangri-La and play with him. Right. But they have an objective in sight, guys.
They're not. Not all of them are trash because some of them are expert gamers. So they don't play just the trash.
He's a game master.
Yeah. Katso's a professional gamer. Yeah,
is, yeah.
But they all came for an objective.
Right.
And that objective is to catch these colossi. These super strong, unique monsters that are super rare to even encounter. Which Sunraku encountered one early game. Lycagon, the Night Slayer. Death!
Do y'all think that... So, why do y'all think that he encountered... Because no one else has ever encountered this, and he wasn't even supposed to... It showed... There was a little scene where it says... he basically tells us that he wasn't supposed to encounter this Lycagon.
Right.
Lycagon.
So... There's also, I think in the same episode, at the end of the wolf fight, there's also a scene of the servers, the computer servers, and within the company of Shangri-La, something happened. I guess the servers released something, and so now I guess the colossi are easier to see. I'm not sure yet.
If you look at the computer screen, I sent a screenshot to both of you because it's very important. I think it's going to play a big part. I think the game is actually starting to, I don't know if become sentient. I don't know if that's the right word for it. But if you look at the computer screen, it says Colossi released 0, and then it actually said it had a progress bar, and it actually had said 0%. So I think the game is actually putting out Colossi that aren't even supposed to be. It's kind of weird because then we see Weathermon, and if he's a Colossi and he's already been encountered so many times by the PKers, that didn't make sense to me. So I'm not really sure how it's going to play out.
Yeah,
I just figured that he couldn't be a Colossi.
Right, maybe.
So I think maybe he might be a strong opponent, but I don't know if he is a Colossi.
And there's whole guilds dedicated to catching Colossi and fighting them. Lycagon has his own guild dedicated to finding him, which Ray is a part of, the attack master.
Right.
And Lycagon left a curse on Sunraku. He left a curse on Sunraku after their fight.
So basically, whoever fights Lycagon gets...
Well, even the curse mark is rare.
No, Lycagon has to acknowledge you.
Right.
To give you the curse. So I don't think anybody that fights him gets it.
I thought if you just died by him, you get that curse.
I don't think so. I feel like people have fought Lycagon because there's a whole guild dedicated to finding him, so you probably have fought him, but you lost to him.
I don't think anybody's fought him.
I don't think
anybody's seen him.
I think they have, because why would there be a guild dedicated to finding him?
I mean, they could read about it in the book, the manuals. I don't know if they've seen him,
my interpretation was that he's fought and he acknowledged you is why he left the curse.
Well, that curse mark is actually kind of a buff. I mean, it's kind of it's a debuff and a buff if you think about it.
The curse doesn't allow you to put any armor over where the curse is,
right?
So you can't increase your health in defense.
So he has no top armor and no bottom armor,
right?
Although he wears shorts.
He does wear shorts.
Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
Shoot.
We just gotta take that one.
Yeah. But yeah, and yes, Lycagon is there. He's like the big guy. He's trying to target and get to, because it inspired him to find Lycagon, because you can't beat him, and that's what he loved about trash games.
Right.
So hard to beat.
Right.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what this show is going to be following. I mean, right now we're in this weird area where he got together with his old friends from the other games, Pencilgon and Katzo, and they're going to go after Weatherman. The Tomb Guard.
Weathermon. Like, why do these all sound like Digimon characters?
Yeah. It's a cool name.
Lycagon, Weathermon.
Weathermon. The Clown Spider.
Mm-hmm.
Mon. Yeah, he took that Clown Spider out really fast. I like that.
Right.
But okay,
He outsmarted it.
Here is my gripe with the show, okay? I think the show it's really fun. I really enjoy the system building, the level building. I like the animation. I like the character. The main character is funny and like quirky, my kind of character. My problem is the ass pullness of it. If you're the level you're at, you have no business beating that aberrant woodsman. I don't care if you can run fast. I don't care if you can outsmart it. It's 120 and you're level 30.
Okay, he never beat him. He never beat him.
He just survived.
Okay, fair. Okay, fine.
And all of his attributes is based on speed. So yeah, he barely dodged all those things.
Okay, you know what? Fine, that's fair.
And also, one more point that
he shouldn't have beat the other ones though.
Even he admitted it, that the fact that he's able to outmaneuver glitches, bugs, makes him so much better at moving in a fluid game. That it's kind of like the whole like Matrix Neo thing. Like he can obviously move better in a certain way than other people can.
It's like Rock Lee taking off the weights.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. He's able to go to the next level up.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if I had a gripe with anything, it's how much luck that this dude has, and I know that's his little thing, he has luck, dude, but, like, there's been a couple times where he's had, like, 1% health, and it's already happened, like, twice.
He admitted it, though.
Like, it's already happened, like, twice or 3 times already, and you're just like, how much luck can this guy have?
Any gamer that puts a skill into, like, Second Wind, or, like, you play Kingdom Hearts or anything like that, they always have a skill that gives you 1 HP after like a combo hit. Even he says he's like, oh, thanks to my luck and maybe a combo hit, like I still have 1 HP left. Now I do agree that it's bullshit. Excuse my language. Over the poison effect, and he should have died and not got his play saved. But I mean, that's.
And also another gripe is that they mentioned that these his weapons have durability to them. They slightly mentioned that at one point, And there's no... He's already had a set of weapons that have disintegrated on him, but he uses the same weapons like throughout this whole entire like.
I mean, they don't show
process.
That's why I'm not mad at that.
I mean, they could be a black.
They're not going to waste.
So why bring it? So why bring it up?
Well, just so that we know that. And it's just to build the world out.
And the fact that his first set of weapons did break shows you that the durability is a factor.
With these gaming animes, you kind of have to know what you're doing. Like, they're going to go repair it. You don't have to see every repair.
My gripe?
I don't mind. I don't mind.
I don't know. I don't mind not seeing the repair, but like if he could just be like, "Oh, I gotta head to the blacksmith today to." So you just put a line in there or something. I gotta go and.
There's also a balance you have to hold of like telling a story. Do you want to make it a good story, or do you want to make it like the everyday life within this game? And I think they're trying to make it more of the story building of like, let's go find these colossi, instead of making it more of a slice of life. Because if you did that, if you're like, I need to go repair, I'm about to go eat. Oh, this food's great. Then it'd be more like,
which they
do a different kind of vibe.
They do that.
Berserk. Okay. Well, shit.
Well, then also, Also,
a lot of gripes.
Yeah, whoa, this is I'm surprised. This is different. It's
also, like they kind of like get into like him going to school and everything. Yeah. They have like a brief, like
real life thing
moment, yeah, where he goes to school, but like it feels like it's not even really that important to the whole over scheme of the whole entire anime.
My counter argument to that is you have to kind of. I mean,
that's just for Ray, dude. That's just for Ray.
And that's my gripe. There's no way a hot high school chick like that would be following you, stalking you, and she can't talk to you. That's the opposite role of what he should be, I guess. But I guess he's too cool. He's too busy playing his games. He doesn't notice.
But it also makes him cool. That pissed me off. Okay, so that's cool because you play your games.
That's my gripe. But no, there's no way that would ever happen.
You just have your hair spiky, so you're cool. Okay.
Even in Japan.
Anyway, no.
He plays games all day and buys energy drinks. There's no way she'd be stalking him.
Right, and like, why does this like video store clerk like know so much about this guy?
Dude, my theory was she was Pencil Gun.
You think so?
Until y'all said this thing about the model. I wasn't sure. I was like, is this Pencil Gun? Is she trying to set up the girl with him because she knows him, but she's also Pencil Gun?
Yeah, she's definitely not Pencil Gun though.
But she's so featured in the show. It's like it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for her not to be a main character, right?
Well, like how does she know so much about him and like because like all he does is play video games.
I think she's Pencil Gun. She's not because she actually knows about the trash games he plays.
She could be. The other person.
So he's never. I don't think there's a scene where he's gone into the video. Oh, I think there might be one scene, but he doesn't spend a lot of time there in the video game store.
Right.
So like
maybe she got to know him because all the trash games that he's bought.
Dog, it's like Cheers. Like Norm when he walks in, they're all friends. And...
Yeah. Oh, back for another one, huh?
Yeah, he's another trash game. You know.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is.
Maybe.
Dude, I just don't buy it, dude.
Well, we enjoyed it thoroughly. Yeah. I mean, I
like it.
It's all right.
It's a good watch.
It's a nice watch. Definitely better than MASH. In terms of like just every episode being more interesting. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be watching it weekly. We'll see how it goes. By the end of the season, we'll let y'all know what we thought. Keep up with us.
And this is basically a review from episode 1 to 10.
Correct. We're S&P. We're out of here.